What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Cam ATL. Shout out to the DFS squad. I hope everybody had a great weekend, a profitable weekend. I did great in MLB on Saturday. My lineup for MLB wasn't as fire just because I was on the road at the same time as doing all the lineup setting and stuff like that. I was out and about doing things, so I wasn't setting my lineup and doing my research like I normally do because I wasn't planning on playing at all this weekend because I was going to be busy. But hey, it is what it is. I still scored about 80, I believe, but hey, that it really isn't shit. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to research and stuff like that. But everybody who played my lineup Saturday, you did great. Shout out to you, man. I profited good that night. Also, shout out to everybody who hit a profit on the Masters on the golf DFS, man. I hit a $50 profit playing golf. Who would have thunk it, man? I don't play DraftKings golf. I mean, I play golf in real life, but I don't play DraftKings golf that often. So just because of the hype surrounding this one, I was like, you know what? Why not? And I entered it in and boom, profit of $50. So hey, man, you got to just attempt. Even these sports you normally wouldn't play, attempt them, man. You can get some extra love going. I actually found myself researching how people were doing and getting involved and stuff like that. And I never do that for golf. So yeah, man. So that was cool. So real quick, I'm going to go ahead and, when it comes to this time of the season, like the video down below real quick. Before I go any further, like the video down below because I know you're going to love it already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Lineup subscriptions will be back up and going. Everybody who got a weekly lineup description from me last week and didn't get to finish it because of the weekend, I will be sending it to you just like normal, okay, to finish out your days. Everybody who wants to subscribe to the lineups, my PayPal email is dfssquadcam@gmail.com. I'm still doing NBA. I'm still doing MLB. I send 2 variations for MLB lineups each day for my week-long people and even daily people. So just hit me up if you want to get involved with that at Cam_ATL on Twitter. Let's get straight into the NBA high five. I am hyped, man. I'm glad to be back, man. Spending time with family is always great, but y'all are my second family, and I'm ready to get back to it. Get back into this high five. Let's go straight into some heat with the NBA slate tomorrow. Now at the point guard position, my first play of the day, we got Harden going against the Clippers. Good matchup for him. He will be guarded by Chris Paul, but Chris Paul has taken a dip in his defensive productivity this year. I mean, people aren't really getting shut down by him anymore. He was a great defensive player. Now he's kind of just like, so James Harden can be played. I don't see a problem with that. That should be a good game there against the Clippers at home. But I absolutely love Goran Dragic. I love Dragic at home in Miami going against the Cleveland team that is bottom in the league against point guards. Absolutely love his matchup against Kyrie. It's a fantastic matchup. Miami's at home in Miami, so I don't see this being a blowout here. I really like James Johnson in this game as well. Pay attention to whether Dwyane Wade is coming back. He is questionable at this moment. Tristan Thompson could possibly miss this game, which makes one of my high five members a must play of the day, but I'll get to that in a second. Goran Dragic, fantastic play at home in Miami going against the bottom in the league defense, Cleveland, in a Cleveland team that also puts up points. So I love Dragic to have to really play some minutes and put in some work. At only 7,200, he has got to be in the high five. At the shooting guard position, we got a guy who just came back from injury, but came straight back into playing, I believe it was like 25 minutes he played. Yeah. He played 25 minutes against Brooklyn. He scored 25.3 fantasy points. Look, guys, the Bulls are trying to stay in this playoff spot. All right? So they are still really fighting to keep it right now, okay? So at this point, they're just going to have to play a shit ton of Wade. Wade's going to see a significant amount of minutes these last couple games of the season, last couple games of the regular season. Dwyane Wade is going to see a lot of minutes here. Going against Orlando, it's a fantastic matchup. I love Dwyane Wade at only 5,500. He is a steal, especially if he plays 30-plus minutes here, which is a good possibility here with Chicago really needing him right now. So I love Dwyane Wade, and he has got to be in the high five at 5,500. At the small forward position, LeBron James against Miami. Fantastic matchup for your boy LeBron. But down here at only 9,900, my boy Paul George going against Philly. Philly plays significantly better at home in Philly. They are missing Robert Covington, so there's a defensive player that could give George a tad bit of defense, but without Covington, nobody in their right mind will even get close to even fathoming being able to stop Paul George in any possible way ever. Okay? Paul George is going to have a 50-plus fantasy point game here. At 9,900, he has got to be in the high five. At the center position, like I said to you guys before, there is a chance Tristan Thompson misses this game for Cleveland, which makes my man Hassan Whiteside a must-play at home in Miami. Hassan Whiteside just went crazy last game, scored 30 points. He got 58 Draftkings points against Washington at Washington. He is back home in Miami, going against a Cleveland team that might be without their main center and might be running Channing Frye down there. Hassan Whiteside could have a ridiculous game here, guys. You got to take advantage of it, even if Tristan Thompson plays. I love Hassan Whiteside. At only 8,100, run Hassan Whiteside up in the high five. Lock him in. At the guard position down here, we got to save some money because we've gone some stars, all right? We've gone some big-name guys. My boy J.J. Redick, the all-star shooter. This guy's at home in Los Angeles. He shoots significantly better at home. He's going against a Houston team, which he will be needed to put up a lot of points. Okay, this should be a good game right here. All right, Clippers have a spot sewn up. They're all locked in. So does Houston. So it's really hard to know how many minutes they're really going to play him. But the way the minutes have been looking the last few games, Redick is still getting a good amount of minutes. And with a solid amount of minutes at home in Los Angeles going against James Harden, I expect Patrick Beverley to be on Chris Paul. That should open the door for Redick to have a very, very sexy game here. And at only 4,900, he has got to be in the high five. I love J.J. Redick here, guys. And there it is. Goran Dragic, Dwyane Wade, Paul George, Hassan Whiteside, and J.J. Redick. There are a few risks in here. I understand that Dwyane Wade's a bit of a risk coming back from injury, whatever. But at only 5,500, with him being needed as much as he's going to be needed these last few games of the regular season, I expect him to get 30-plus minutes. And Wade getting 30-plus minutes at home in Chicago against an Orlando team that struggles against guards. I absolutely love Dwyane Wade. And J.J. Redick, bit of a dart throw here, but he has been fairly consistent this year, and he shoots significantly better at home in Los Angeles, going against a Houston team where Beverly's going to be on Paul, leaving a lot of open shots for Redick. I love J.J. Redick, guys. And there it is, man. I hope everybody locks those guys in, finds some good value to put around them, and runs it up. Let's look at some cheap guys real quick. We're going to go through the bargain bin real quick so we can get straight to MLB. At this time of the NBA season, I really start fading off of NBA a bit. I stopped playing as much at all because it's just so hard to know, at least until playoffs start. It's so hard to know right now. Like right now, it's just the ugliest time to play NBA. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But we're going to run through these bargain bin guys, man, because I love making these videos for you guys. And regardless, I'm going to give y'all that heat. So it's all good. Now, let's look at the point guard value we got here. We got Tony Parker going against Portland. You always know point guards are in play against Portland. Portland is garbage against point guards. I love Tony Parker and I love Patty Mills. Both of those guys are going to be solid. Austin Rivers is out, which just raises the value of Redick. I love Redick here. I love Stauskas at 4,100 going against the Pacers. He is one of my favorite cheap plays of the day. My boy Lance Stevenson with the Pacers has been doing pretty solid. I mean, he's been doing pretty solid. He's just not, I'm not comfortable enough to put him in my lineup yet. And at 4,000, that's just a little pricey for me. Maybe if he was at like 3,500 to 3,000, yeah, I'd take a shot on Lance. But not at 4,000. I'm not taking a chance on him. So that's about it there. Pay attention to Rondo. If Rondo misses the game, there's going to be some good value opening up, so make sure you hop on that. Pay attention to Rondo, guys. All right, let's go ahead and look at some small forwards real quick. Let's go down to the cheap options. Make sure you pay attention to whether Babbitt will be playing for Miami real quick, as I just thought of that at power forward. If Babbitt misses the game, James Johnson is a fantastic play going against Cleveland, matched up with Kevin Love. I love James Johnson in that situation if Babbitt misses the game. All right. Now, some good value down here for your boys. Looks like your boy Marcus Morris is not expected to play much, if at all. Okay? He was out against the Grizzlies. Not totally sure. It looks like it was just a rest day today. I didn't play NBA at all today, so that's why I'm not sure whether he played or not on Sunday. So, yeah, I didn't play at all. I skipped it. I played some MLB, but I didn't play NBA at all. Marcus Morris will probably be back. I do like Marcus Morris going against Washington. It's a good matchup for him. I love Kid Gilchrist at 4,500 going against Milwaukee. Absolutely love that. Oubre's been getting some good minutes going against Detroit. They struggle against forwards. So I love Oubre going against Detroit. Bogdanovich could maybe get a little bit of play. Maybe a tiny little bit of play. CJ Miles going against Philly. I love it. Absolutely love it. And that's about it there, guys. Let's look at some centers real quick. Some cheaper options at center that we can run with. I love Miles Turner going against Philly. Robin Lopez going against Orlando. That's decent right there. Let's see what else we got here, guys. Zeller going against Milwaukee. Milwaukee has been garbage against big men down low. I like Zeller here. Greg Monroe, I like him against Charlotte. Both those teams struggle down low. I like that. See what else we got here. Not too happy with Vonleh going against San Antonio. I do not recommend that in the least bit at all, ever. And that's about it, guys. That's about it, guys. So there you go. Good luck, everybody. I hope everybody fucking kills it. Comment down below any questions or concerns you got. Like the video down below. And we're about to get into this MLB heat, man. I love the beginning of MLB season, man. I absolutely just love it. Let's get straight into the high five for that, guys. One sec. All right, guys. Let's get straight into the MLB high five. I just clicked into a random tournament. This one actually looks pretty cool. Like I was saying with contest ideas, guys. I mean, you got this $1 buy-in, 60,000 batting practice. It says win $2 or receive your dollar back. I guess a lot of people are probably going to hop on that. That looks like a pretty interesting tournament. I didn't check to see how many entries max were in this. I didn't check it because I pretty much just clicked right into it so I could see the slate and get right into it. But yeah, it seems interesting. Now, I posted on Twitter, was like, hey, like this if you want me to cover the main, the all-day slate. Retweet this if you want me to cover just the main. Within like the first 10 minutes, I got majority of main, so I started really focusing my attention on the main solely. So I set up my high five for the main already, and then I went in like just a second ago and realized that the whole day ended up beating it out. But hey, it barely beat it out, and I already had the main slate already figured out, guys, so I apologize about that. But I swear I thought the main slate won, okay? I really thought the main slate won, and then the next time I checked it, boom, fucking shit just spiked up for the main slate, for the all-day slate. But it's all good, guys. If you guys want some lineups for the all-day slate, I will be working on some all-day slate lineups, too, for my members. If you guys want the daily for the MLB all-day slate, I can hook you up with that as well. Just make sure you either hit me up tonight after you watch this video or early tomorrow morning so I know who I'm sending it to, because I will be doing the main predominantly as well. All right? Now, let's get right into this main high five, man. At the pitcher position, you guys know I like to go a star and then I go a little bit down here. All right? I absolutely love my boy John Lester here. And a lot of people might shy away because it's got that opponent rank at first. He's at home in Chicago going against the Dodgers, which Dodgers have some good hitters over there, man. But between him and DeGrom, with DeGrom averaging 40% less fantasy points when he's on the road, which is what he is, he's on the road, and with Chicago being the favorite in this game, giving John Lester the potential for that extra 4. The Dodgers have a 22.2% K rate versus lefties. All right. Also has a .296 WOBA versus lefties. And they're only batting a .140 versus Lester. Woo! That is just fucking beautiful right there. I just got to do it. And with DeGrom averaging 40% less fantasy points on the road, I just got to go with Lester here at home in Chicago. On top of that, Lester gets 22% more fantasy points while he's at home. So it's just a perfect situation here for John Lester, man. He gets significant more percent of fantasy points when he's home, and DeGrom gets a significantly less amount. 40% less fantasy points on the road is a huge amount, which is why I'm not putting DeGrom in the high five. I love John Lester here at home in Chicago. Run him up, put him in my MLB high five. As you know, if you're going with a big guy like 11-3 like John Lester, you got to go a little bit more mid-range-ish, all right? My mid-range option is my boy Brandon Finnegan, all right? The reason I love Brandon Finnegan is because he started the year off great with 36 Draftkings points. He looks super, super solid, man. Yes, it was against Philly, but hey, man, that's super fucking solid. 36, that's super solid. Now, PNC Park, which is Pittsburgh's park, is a very pitcher-friendly park, all right? Now, they're hitting a 0.107 ISO, which is the isolated power versus lefties, meaning they don't get great, like, big power shots against left-handed pitchers, and Brandon Finnegan is a left-handed pitcher. So that should be able to keep the home run potential down. I really love Finnegan here with his isolated power being with Pittsburgh's isolated power being so low versus lefties. I absolutely love Brandon Finnegan here. Last year, he scored 23 Draftkings points in his start against Pittsburgh. I absolutely love Finnegan, man. I think he's a wonderful value at 7,300. Absolutely love him as my mid-range guy to pair up with John Lester and get some solid little batters down below, as well as some value guys. So I absolutely love it, man. Run up Brandon Finnegan in the high five. Now, the first of my batters. This guy has made an appearance in my high five before, but he deserves it. Daniel Murphy. All right. Not only is he at home in Washington, but Wainwright is 210th against left-handed batters, which is what Daniel Murphy is. Daniel Murphy also is in the top 15% in the league versus right-handed pitchers. And this is, last but not least, this is the best part. Daniel Murphy, throughout his career, is hitting a .455 batting average against Wainwright. That is ridiculous. He is drilling Wainwright throughout his career. He is absolutely destroying him. Now, here's the thing. All right, Wainwright is garbage against left-handed batters. He gives up a lot of points to left-handed batters. So Daniel Murphy, I absolutely love. And another left-handed batter for Washington that I just got to get in here with those type of splits with left-handed batters for this pitcher. I got to take advantage, and I got to go my boy. Type this in real quick. Adam Eaton. My boy Adam Eaton. Absolutely love it. He's a left-handed batter, and they crush Wainwright, okay? Which is why I love Daniel Murphy as well. I love pairing these two guys up, all right? The last few games, he's had a few bad games at Philly with a score of a 2 and a 5. But before that, he had an 11, a 14, a 16. Very, very, very solid production. And here at home in Washington, going against a pitcher that is horrible against left-handed batters, him and Daniel Murphy are going to tee off on this guy and have a great day against this guy who just cannot pitch to lefties. All right, both these guys are left-handed batters. I expect them to succeed very well against this guy, and I'm definitely taking advantage of that, all right? Last but not least, what is one thing that you make sure you get involved in when it comes to MLB? All right, I did a video a while back. I believe it was during All-Star break, giving you guys tips on MLB because we were starting to gear it up. We're starting to gear up for MLB, and I told you guys, look, man, play batters when they are at Colorado. Play them. Stack up the Colorado batters. Get involved with the San Diego side of it, the big hitters for San Diego. Run it up. Both of these pitchers on both sides of that ball, San Diego and Colorado, both of those guys are not good. Okay, they're not good. This is going to be a high-scoring game right here. Very, very interesting to see who gets these home runs. But I am going to be, I'm pretty confident in my selection here. I absolutely love this dude. He's been having a very solid year. Mark Reynolds. He has been super solid this year. And on top of that, he is in the top 5% of the league hitting against right-handed pitchers, which is what he is facing. I absolutely love my boy Reynolds here. Coors Field equals big points for hitters. I absolutely love Mark Reynolds, man. He has been super solid this year, man. Arenado has kind of had a very blah year so far. Even though I do like him here, I like Carlos Gonzalez. I like some guys there, man. I definitely like Blackman. I do like some Colorado hitters. I definitely like Will Myers on the San Diego side of it. Will Myers should have a great game here. I absolutely love it, man, and I hope you guys get involved with that game. Definitely get involved with that game. Make sure you get involved with those left-handed batters for Washington going against Wainwright here, who gets demolished by those lefty batters. All right, Daniel Wright is going to have a fantastic day here, along with Adam Eaton, man. Both of those guys are going to have very, very solid outings. And my boy Mark Reynolds, I had to get me a fucking Colorado guy in here. I had to in the high five, and there it is, guys. John Lester, Brandon Finnegan, Daniel Murphy, Adam Eaton, and Mark Reynolds are pretty much my 5 guys that I will be building my lineup around. I absolutely love these guys. Yes, there are more guys that I absolutely love. I just love the Colorado-San Diego game. I want to be involved heavily. Here's the thing with that. Majority of the world will be stacked on that. Okay, so in tournaments, I suggest you try to go a little different. Maybe do, I feel like Daniel Murphy and our boy Adam Eaton will be some good tournament plays. I feel like with everybody, especially in the main slate, trying to go crazy on San Diego, Colorado, which I'm with it, because like I said, hey, so definitely get some batters from that game in your lineup. But I totally am down with making sure that you go those 2 guys from Washington, because a lot of people are going to be focused on that San Diego, Colorado game, and in tournaments, you could get some good little low-owned guys. I mean, Daniel Murphy's going to be decent owned, but Daniel Murphy and Adam Eaton are some very good values, guys. Absolutely love it, man. I wish the best for all of you guys. Make sure you hit me up if you want that lineup subscription fire heat. Hit me up. Like the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for fucking watching. We will go live. I will have a live show later on in the day. All right? Good luck, everybody. I hope everybody wins a shit ton of money. Shout out to Golf. Thank you for giving me some $50. Appreciate that. And I'm out of here, guys. Thank you for joining. I'm out. Good luck.